The Viper RKOs Alexa Bliss in the Raw main event. In an SK Wrestling exclusive, Sportskeeda's Riju Dasgupta talks to WWE superstar Natalya, and Riddle runs the gauntlet to become the #1 contender for the United States title. Hello everyone, Jose G here bringing you today's top stories in today's SK Wrestling News Roundup. Randy Orton RKOs Alexa Bliss in the main event of Raw. This week in the main event of WWE RAW, Alexa Bliss competed in a WWE RAW Women's Championship match against Asuka. But it didn't end the way Bliss would have liked to, thanks to the three most dangerous letters in WWE, RKO. Asuka and Bliss had an entertaining match to end this week's episode of Raw, as the WWE Universe essentially witnessed all three faces of Bliss. Firefly Funhouse Bliss later turned into Goddess Bliss. Finally, fans saw the challenger turn into the fiendish version of Bliss, but she met her demise at the hands of the Viper. The referee never rang the bell due to Orton's interference. Instead, WWE simply went off the air. One can assume that essentially the match ended in a no contest. Bliss earned the WWE Raw Women's Championship match when she defeated Asuka last week. It's clear that the story between Orton, Bliss, and the Fiend Bray Wyatt is far from over, but the WWE Royal Rumble is this Sunday, and this feud will probably be put on hold for the time being. It's also possible that Wyatt will return in the Royal Rumble match to get some revenge on Orton. Beth Phoenix reacts to Edge's big Royal Rumble announcement. Beth Phoenix seemed surprised after learning Edge will be entering the 2021 Royal Rumble match. On last night's episode of Raw, Edge made an appearance via satellite and made a big announcement in regards to the 2021 Royal Rumble match. Edge revealed that he will be entering the annual free-for-all. Soon after Edge's major announcement, his wife and WWE Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix took to Twitter, and it seemed that the rated R superstar's revelation came as a shock to her. Edge made his heart-stopping return to the WWE after 9 years at the 2020 Royal Rumble. He came very close to winning it all before being thrown out by Roman Reigns. He then kicked off a feud with Randy Orton, landing a major WrestleMania encounter between the two superstars. Edge won the outing, but went on to lose the greatest wrestling match ever to Orton at Backlash. At Backlash, Edge suffered a triceps injury, which put him out of action for months on end. Edge is now all set to enter the 2021 Royal Rumble match. It remains to be seen whether he has it in him to win the 30-man match and go on to headline WrestleMania 37. Edge won the Royal Rumble match back in 2010, and his fans would want nothing but to see him win it again this time around. Natalya drops a big hint in a major superstar's WWE return in this Sportskeeda exclusive. The speculation about Ronda Rousey's WWE return has unsurprisingly gathered some steam once again as we head towards the Royal Rumble. The former Raw Women's Champion has not been seen since WrestleMania 35, and rumors about her return to surface on the internet every other week. Natalya responded to the question during an exclusive SK Wrestling interview with Riju Dasgupta. When it came to Ronda Rousey's WWE return, Natalya wasn't sure about seeing the former rival back, and with a valid reason. Natalya highlighted Ronda Rousey's desire to start a family, and the former UFC champion has praised her for sticking to her guns. Here's what WWE superstar Natalya had to say to our very own Riju Dasgupta in this SK Wrestling exclusive.
So Ronda Rousey put you over on social media some time ago. I mean, I think she had a lot of good things to say about the match that she had with you. Do you foresee her coming back in the future?
I love Ronda. I think that she was so much fun to work with, and I look forward to the thought of her coming back, but I don't know. I think that Ronda would love to come back to WWE, but I also think that her main focus is really on her family, on starting a family. I know that's been like a dream of hers since I first met her. The very first time I met her, she was talking about wanting a family. So I have to give her credit for really sticking to her guns. And, it's so tempting to want to come back to WWE because it's so much fun to perform for people around the world. But at the same time, Ronda she seems very committed to wanting a family. So we'll see. But, there's a million things that could happen. And that's what I love about WWE is that, you never know who's going to show up at the Royal Rumble. You never know who's going to be a part of WrestleMania. It's really, you have to expect the unexpected.
You can watch the full exclusive interview with Natalya on our Facebook watch page and our YouTube channel. Bully Ray lashes out at fans for targeting Raw superstar on social media. WWE Hall of Famer Bully Ray recently discussed the negativity that surrounds top Raw superstar, and he argued that it's uncalled for. WWE star Charlotte Flair is a divisive figure among the professional wrestling world. Some fans think that she is a living legend, but others often criticize the Queen on social media. Charlotte Flair is currently one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Flair and Asuka won the titles at TLC. The Queen has recently been involved in a storyline with her father Ric Flair and Raw superstar Lacey Evans. During an appearance on Busted Open Radio, Bully Ray said that Charlotte Flair deserves none of the heat that she gets on social media. He called Charlotte one of the best workers in WWE today. He praised her in-ring psychology and her athletic ability. Dave LaGreca agreed with Bully Ray and stated that it boggles his mind that some fans could not see the talent in Charlotte Flair, saying, quote, "I don't understand going to social media and pissing on someone who is absolutely fantastic. It boggles my mind. How can you be blind to the athletic ability that she can be in the ring general, the psychology she uses, and right now she is not in a main event storyline and has been off TV for months," end quote. Ray clearly doesn't approve of the fans' constant criticism of Charlotte Flair. He pointed out that she's not even in the main event storyline right now, plus she has been absent for a few months, so other stars received opportunities during her hiatus. Riddle earns an opportunity to challenge Bobby Lashley for the WWE United States Championship. Riddle defeated MVP, Shelton Benjamin, and Cedric Alexander of the Hurt Business in a gauntlet match to become the new #1 contender for the WWE United States Championship. The original bro has earned an opportunity to challenge the WWE US Champion Bobby Lashley for the title. Following weeks of uneasiness and heat between Riddle and the Hurt Business, the King of Bros would finally get one over the faction with a huge victory on Monday Night Raw. In what was a confusing match, Riddle pinned both Benjamin and Alexander and forced MVP to tap out due to submission. One could say that the original bro was assisted by the unnecessary squabbling between the Hurt Business, allowing him to take advantage on multiple occasions. Regardless of how he won, Riddle came out on top and could potentially be the next US champion. However, he will have to get through Bobby Lashley, who ended the night by attacking Riddle from behind. Only time will tell if Riddle will get his opportunity on the first WWE pay-per-view of 2021, or he will have to wait a little longer. Thanks for watching today's SK Wrestling News Roundup. For more news stories, follow us on all social media. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Download the Sportskeeda app for the most up-to-date stories in the world of wrestling.